Creed 3 stars Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Majors, and Tessa Thompson. It's Michael B. Jordan's first directorial debut, and man, does he do a great job. I feel like the past 9 years he's been playing the character. He's really got an understanding for who Creed is and the Rocky universe. And I don't feel like you could have picked a better director to take on the reins for this film. So I'm very excited for Michael B. Jordan and his future behind the camera. Now, just a brief synopsis of the film. Creed has settled into his latter stage of his career. He's now managing fighters, promoting fighters, and he's settling into his relationships. He's settling into his retirement. And it's not until an old friend Damien is released from prison where things in Creed's life start to spiral. Now, one of the aspects of this film I really like is just how personal they've made the story. And I feel like these two do a great job of capturing the dynamic of old school friends. And that's one of the things I really want to credit this film on is the performances. This story is not necessarily, breaking any new ground. It's not necessarily original in any way, but the acting is what makes this film. Jonathan Majors comes back and he's a great antagonist in this film. He's kind of been killing it on the kind of antagonist villain run right now. Michael B. Jordan is great as Creed again. And I feel like Creed's dynamics in terms of his relationships with Bianca, his mother, and in this film, Damien is what really makes this film. Outside of the big boxing fights within this film, I just feel like you have a great film. It's like a great drama. If there wasn't any of the fighting scenes, you'd have a great drama to tune into. Another aspect of this film I really like is just if you're an avid boxing fan like myself, this film does a great job of capturing the authenticity of the sport. You have real fighters, you have real commentators, real promoters, managers, coaches, um, networks, everything to do with boxing. Like the whole time watching, it was like, that's this guy, that's this guy, that's that guy, that's this guy. So if you're avid watcher of boxing and a lover of the sport, they do a great job of capturing that big fight feel and the authenticity of the sport. Now, one of the things I feel like this film does better than the other Creeds is just how personal they make the story. Um, I feel like the other Creeds, yes, I love the other Creeds, but this is the first time I feel like we've really had an antagonist that challenges Creed, not only in the ring, but outside of the ring. He kind of forces Creed to look at his past, a past that is kind of buried in ways and doesn't want to look back on. But Damien kind of brings that out of him. He brings about a side of Creed that he doesn't necessarily want to bring out. He kind of wants to forget about, bury, and move on. So that dynamic of the relationship is really interesting. You get to understand that when they were younger, Damien was the prospect boxer and kind of had the future in boxing and was supposed to be the prodigy, but it's because of an altercation they get into. The one friend being Creed gets away, whereas Damien has been, locked up for the majority of his life and kind of seen the success Creed has while he's been locked away and kind of forms a form of resentment towards Creed. So he comes out of prison and feels like Creed has lived the life that he was supposed to live and feels like he's owed an opportunity and kind of owed certain aspects of Creed's life. And as I said, like that dynamic for me was really interesting. And that's one of the things I really liked about this film. As I said, guys, Creed 3 it's not breaking any new grounds in terms of the story or its originality, but it works. The Rocky formula works. It's been 50 plus years now that Rocky started, and we're still getting Rocky films to this day. It's because the formula works. Yes, you know what you're getting. Yes, it's predictable, but it's heartfelt, it's motivating, and there's great stories in between the fight scenes that are told that just make these films just a pleasure and an enjoyment to watch. And of course, the spectacle, that's what we go for. But guys, Creed is a definite thumbs up for me. There's a lot to like here. It's just a feel good film with a lot of heart. And if you haven't been going to the gym, I'm sure it'll motivate you. So, guys, It's a thumbs up from me. Go check out Creed. I think you'll enjoy this one. And I think we're off to a great year in terms of films. Got a lot of big films to come. And I will do my best to try and review them all. I'll do my best. But yeah, guys, thanks for checking out the video. Tom Follow channel here, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.